Hello, in this pop-upology tutorial I'll be showing you how to fold the Tower Bridge in London design from my range of Origamic architecture pop-up cards. So once you have your template downloaded and cut, you should end up with something that looks like this. As always, we begin the folding process by just establishing a small crease at the baseline. This we do by just literally pressing down on the front of our card along this very delicate perforation at our sides and underneath my thumbs, and literally just with your other digits you can find which one works best for you. It's very kind of personal really, but just use one of your fingers from the back to press out these volumes on either side, but just to a very shallow degree of fold until you get to about this stage. Now what we're going to do is concentrate on the top of our design, so move on up to the top of the towers, and each one will be working with separately, but again only to a very shallow degree of fold. We can do this by just pinching on the plane that is foremost here on the front, and also with our other hand pinching the back of our card and just literally pressing one towards the other, but with very small incremental movements. And at this stage, as you can see, this top section of our tower will want to go backwards, so we just need to adjust that by popping that shape out. We can also support this this plane here, the roof of our structure as it were, by just positioning our finger right behind it. And all we want to do is to get to about this degree of fold and just hold on to that and fix it in space. And as you can see, you're starting to put pressure on this tab here, so we just want to be pinching that crease, that mountain fold from the front, and progressively pushing our shape forward. So as you can see, it's getting more and more deployed. Now at this stage we can go back to the base and just progressively deploy it further by just pushing out that shape, that progression of mountain folds at the base, by just literally incrementally pressing forward, applying pressure on the back of the card along the base. And now we can actually move on to the other section, the left side of our design, and repeat the process in exactly the same way as we did with the right side. So just push out first of all this base up until this degree, and then make sure you catch up with your top part of the design. And again, you can do this by literally the pinching technique, and make sure that you pop out your top shape, that top spire section, like so, and pinching the front of this tab as it were, establishing that mountain fold, and then going back again to the bottom and just making sure that you're deploying the folds carefully and incrementally. And once you get to this stage, as you can see, we're almost at a 90-degree fold if you were looking at it from the side. We can now progressively press up our shapes using a kind of gentle hold on both of the towers, and just fixing the back of our card with our fingers from the back. Just press those shapes. Don't worry if the card bends, just make sure it doesn't buckle under the weight of your pinch, and don't go too far. Just stop yourself before you reach the back of the card, and repeat the process by doing something similar, supporting the bottom of our towers and pinching from the bottom. So you're literally just doing the same thing, and again you're almost collapsing it, but not quite at this stage, until you get to this degree of fold. And now you can see that if you were to fold it flat now, you won't have any snags or any of your shapes buckling, so you're ready to fully collapse your piece like so. All that remains to do is just to pat down your design in all the areas so you get a sharper crease. And once you've established all of those creases more firmly, you should end up with something that looks like this. So once your card is ready, you can personalize or decorate and embellish your design. And if you want to complete the card by covering this void on the back, then I'd recommend that you use a transparency paper, which you can literally just apply to the back of your card like so. Using a couple of tabs of glue is more than sufficient to hold that on, and this allows you to get some really interesting light and shadow play effects across your design, giving you a very interesting visual across your shapes. So I hope you enjoy that project, and do check out all my other videos available online. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.